Guys, I am Prajakta. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am going to talk about sources of finance. So, what is the sources of finance? Sources of finance is our present economy. Finance is defined as a provision of money at the time which is required. Every enterprise, whether big, small, or medium, needs finance to carry on its operation and to achieve its target. In fact, finance is so indisciplined today that is rightly said that this is a lifeblood of an enterprise. So why do we need finance? So we need finance for setting up business, need to finance our day-to-day activities like expansion, research into new products, especially situations such as the falls in sales. So moving further, we will see now the various sources of finance available to the business may be classified as first one is external source and second one is internal sources. So first one is external source. External sources are outside of the firm. They are used extensively for the collecting initial capital. So the important external sources are issue of shares, issue of debentures, public deposit, loan from institution, bank credit. So these are the external sources. Next one is internal source. So internal sources are available within the firm. They develop after few years of profitable working of the firm. The important internal source of finance is remain profit. It is also called as plugging back of profit. Here the undistributed profit of the firm is reinvested in the business. So next is the external source and internal source may be further classified as a long-term source and short-term source. So long-term source, it means a business firm requires long-term finance for meeting fixed capital needs. These funds are required generally for the long duration. So it is mainly divided like own capital and debt capital. Next one is short-term source. Short-term terms funds are required for meeting working capital requirement. These funds are required for a short period of time. The short-term funds can be arranged from taking short-term loans, accepting the deposits and etc. So next topic is our shares. So what is the shares? The capital of company is divided into the share. Each share from a unit of the ownership of a company and is offered for the sales for has to raise the capital for the company. So is further divided into two categories, equity share and preference share. So let's see what is equity share. So equity share are also known as ordinary shares for the legal reason. A company cannot exist without equity share. The above definition reveals the two important features of the equity share. So first one is the equity shares do not enjoy preference as getting dividend. And second one is equity share do not have the priority for the payment of capital at the time of the winding up of the company. So next one is preference share. So as the same indicates, these shares have certain privilege and presumption rights distinct from those attaching you the quitting shares. The shares which carry following preferential rights are termed as a preference share. A preferential right has to payment of dividend during the lifetime of the company. The preferential right has to return of the capital in the event of winding up of the company. So holder of these shares have a prior right to receive the fixed rate of a dividend before any dividend is paid to the equity share. So rate of the dividend is prescribed in the issue. Next one is written profit. The written profits are earning of the company which are written in the business. It is a sum of the total of those profits accumulated over the years and reinvested in the business rather than distributed or as a dividend. The process of accumulating corporate profits and their utilization in the business is called written earning. Next one is debentures. So debentures represent as a borrowed capital. So these holders are creditors of the company and it gets a fixed rate of the interest has written on his investment, and the board of directors has the power to issue the debentures. So next one is bonds. So bond is a debt security. It borrows monies and issue bond as well as the evidence of debt. So it is a creditor of the company and the amount of the interest is paid on bond. So it is on a fixed charge and must be paid even profit is not available. So it is a maturity date and is paid off in cash at a certain date in future. So since they are the ex-creditors and the non-owners, they are not entitled to participate in the general meeting. Next one is public deposit. So public deposit is an important source of financing short-term recruitment of a company. So company generally receive the public deposit for the period ranging from 6 months to 36 months. Next one is loan from the financial institution. So first industry policy was declared in 1948 for the rapid industrial development in the country. So the government of India established a special financial institution for providing the industrial finance. So there are the 12 financial institutions at the national level and the 46 at the state level. So this institution provide medium and the long-term finance. The assistance of this institution have become important for the new companies as well as going concern. So this is the following chart. So it is a brief idea about the network of all the financial institutions. So these are classified into the 4 categories like development banks, financial institution, investment institution and state level institution. So we will see one by one. So first one is development banks. So Industrial Development Bank of India, it means IDBI. Industrial Finance Corporation of India Limited, that is IFCI. Third one is Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India Limited, that is ICICI. Fourth one is Small Industry Development Bank of India, that is SIDBI. Fifth one is Industrial Reconstruction Bank of India, that is IRBI. The next institution is the financial institution. In that, first one is Risk Capital and Technology Finance Corporation Limited, RCTC. Second one is Technology Development and Information Company of India Limited, TDICI. Then third one is Tourism Finance Corporation of India Limited, TFCI. So next, third institution is Investment Institution. So in that, first one is Life Insurance Corporation of India, LIC. Next one is Unity Trust of India, that is UTI. Third one is General Insurance Corporation of India, that is GIC. And the last institution is state level. So in that, first one is State Financial Corporation, SFC, and second one is State Industrial Development Corporation, SIDC. So moving further, we will see loan from the commercial banks. It means it is a play important role in providing the short-term finance. So now bank have become the primary source of financial working capital of business in organization. So in India, primary source of financial working capital are bank credit and trade credit. So moving further, next is discounting of a bill of exchange. So discounting of bill exchange is relative of a recent origin in India, that is RBI, Reserve Bank of India, has introduced a bill market team in the 1970. So according to this, bank credit is being made available to discounting the bill by banks. In short, under the scheme that RBI has considered use of the bill as an instrument of credit. Thank you.